Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel where I teach you how to turn your small business into a full-time income. Today we're going to tackle one of the most frustrating issues when it comes to running a small business, which is when your exposure efforts are just not working, specifically with Reels. And I'm going to show you exactly why it's not working and how to fix it. So let's get right into the video. The number one thing is your Reels are probably progressing too slowly. These days people have such a short attention span, so you really need to give them the information very fast, meaning you need to speak quickly, you need to get right to the point, and you need to make sure they're watching until the end. So keep them excited, keep them entertained, or make sure that you're structuring your reel as a story so that they have to wait until the end to find out a key point or a key trick or a key tip. So what I'm basically trying to say is don't spill the beans at the beginning of your video. You want your viewer to watch until the end. So if you give them the juicy part at the very beginning, then they're just going to skip right through because they don't need to know any more information. So structure your reel in a way where your viewer is watching until the end so that they can get the best part of the video. The second reason why your reel might not be working is there's simply too much text on the reel. People don't have the time or don't have the energy to read through a long paragraph of text, and they're just gonna get confused. So what I would say is keep it short and simple. Try to limit your text to around 5 words per frame. So let's say every time you start filming and you stop filming, limit that to 5 words so that people can clearly read through it very quickly and understand what you're trying to say. So these 5 words, make sure they're also clear and straight to the point so people can just read it and get the point right away. The third reason is that you're probably trying to stuff too much information into one video. Keep in mind that Reels are only 60 seconds. So if you're trying to explain so much information within 60 seconds, people are just not going to listen. They're going to get confused. It's going to seem like too much information and they're going to feel overwhelmed and just exit. So instead of trying to explain everything and shove it all into one 60-second video, break it up into 2 or 3 reels. You can have either part 1, part 2, part 3, or you can break it up into 3 different points so that you have even more content to post. Now, the fourth point, which I think is especially important for educators, is your reel needs to have structure. So if there's no structure in the reel itself and people don't know what you're talking about or why they're watching this video, they're just going to skip to the next video right away. So again, people don't have the patience to wait to find out exactly what you're talking about and then just get confused. So structure is very important. I would say if you can structure your videos, either a step-by-step guide or something that's super easy to follow, then that's way better for your viewers so that they can watch until the end. And the last tip that I'm going to talk about is that you're not using a hook in the first 10 seconds. This is probably one of the most important ways for your Reels or TikToks even to go viral. Your hook within the first 10 seconds is what stops the customer from scrolling through and allows them to watch the rest of the video because they're curious on what's going to happen. So this hook can happen in the form of movement, it can happen in the form of you saying something that they're intrigued about, or you can actually type it as clear text that they can read very clearly and very fast. So you need to have a hook in the first 10 seconds so you can stop your viewers from scrolling and attract them to watching your video. If you guys have any more tips on, increasing exposure for Reels and for TikToks, you can leave them down below. Keep in mind that both of these platforms right now are acting as if they're new social media platforms. So, you really do have the exposure and the opportunity to go viral in a matter of days, in a matter of weeks. So you should really take advantage of this, especially with your small business. I would say try to post a reel and a TikTok every day, and this is going to increase your chances of going viral and getting that exposure. If you want to learn more tips on how I grew my own TikTok channel to around 800,000 followers within just the span of a few months, I'm going to link this video right here where I explained exactly how I did it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.